is Cüneyt Durukan. Studied engineering, but my background is in business development, project management, and marketing, and so on. During pandemic, I was looking for something new that I can mingle and do research and build the next best thing. That's why I went down the rabbit hole, this Web3 and like decentralization and blockchain. I usually work with creative people and artists, and I see novel ways to build some economical model on top of this creative economy. That's the thing that is like pushing me to more explore what is possible within this ecosystem. Metaverse is, and in general, decentralized philosophies. Metaverse is actually, rather than an immersive place, it's more like a new presence, how we present ourselves in the web in general, rather than having this 3D platform or like an immersive thing. It's how we present ourselves in this new web. I think it's a little bit early in 2025 because the technological gap is really big. But I think this being more open and connected without having these restrictions of this big tech and being more permissionless is the key for 2025. It's a really bit tricky. It's also like a ever-changing definition. It's like a deed that proves that something you have. But for most of the people right now, especially in the retail scene, it's like being a part of something, being a part of a community, and that's the representation of this idea. I think sooner or later, like with this whole retail adoption, everybody is like somehow we're gonna have like NFTs in a way or two. But people are using this to interact with each other, with those communities, is the thing for 2025. Like we're gonna see now all those communities who are building NFTs are focusing mainly in their community and nobody cares what others are doing. I think in 2025 we're gonna see a lot of interaction between those separate communities. In the broader sense, rather than having another body regulating things for us, think about the old days. When you live in a village, you were building something together. When you are building a business, you are doing in a cooperative way. This is what decentralized technologies are bringing back to the whole world, offering a way to build novel tools to manage outside of this commodified capitalistic world. So we can build our own, still connected to the actual economy, but also we can do it in a local way. So it's a really broad thing to explore. I'm a co-founder of two things. One is with my partner, we are helping artists and creatives to embed these emerging technologies, NFTs, smart contracts. And we are building an immersive metaverse specifically for arts and culture, where you can present your works and perform and stream and socialize with others in an open world setting, governed by decentralized technology. It's an overwhelming and really fast-paced environment. So the best thing is stick to one thing and find people and ask questions, because this whole Web3 scene is, when compared to other spaces, it's really collaborative and people are open to any idea without prejudice, and they don't judging people. They really want to help each other like we do in here and in the other communities. So my advice is find some people, ask them what to do, then they're gonna figure the rest things. And also like reading and trying to communicate with others really helps. So I suggest jump in the rabbit hole. Vitalik is the guy because he doesn't have a secret agenda, or like he's not seeking money and like constantly trying to contribute in his own way to the whole ecosystem. He's also building things on like philosophical level. I guess I'll be around, but like with more experiences, and so I can help people to educate themselves or like onboard into Web3 scene and build their own stuff. I really want to tell those ideas and help people where to start and what to look. I really want to act more local in let's say in Amsterdam, like to create these connected communities so we can keep building, but also there is this opportunity to connect with the whole world. What I want to do is be local, get connected with the whole world at the same time. The playground is actually an initiative of Bart Bloomers, and I come up with other people through some co-working spaces, and one day I met with Bart and called him. I show up, and then I suggested him that there is a huge potential in the whole space, so maybe we should push more. And we started inviting people, we started making presentation, onboarding people to certain art NFT projects, and also we start organizing these co-working days. This is the third one. We really want to keep doing these workshops and help all those founders and builders getting connected with the scene in Amsterdam and Netherlands in general, and we want to expand it with international relationship to another level. The big plan is to raise some funds and build this agnostic place which is truly independent, but is in a way governed by the people who are contributing to the space. Web3 is the new way to build for the next generations. When we look at the new generations, we immediately see that there is this resentment and all these financial inequalities, ecological crisis and so on. It really impacts this generation, and there is a good chance that if we can commit those brilliant minds and minds of ours and resources to build for the next generation, this Web3 gives us an opportunity to do it without being dependent on the existing traditional systems that are already impacting our lives in a negative way in general. So we can get rid of it and build something new for the next generations.